welcome back to my channel. So I know I've kind of alluded to this for a long time coming now, literally since my first video. I've been talking about it on Instagram. I just want to come out and say we are launching a business together. Me and Sarah are launching a business together. It's called Love You Self-Care Company, and we're so excited about it. So we've kind of kept you guys a little bit in the loop. Some of you may have known that we're in the Sea Change cohort. I'm sorry, I'm nervous, I'm excited. It's hot in here. We coordinated. Basically, we got put into this LGBTQ Business Cohort, and we have been in this since March 10th, I think was when it officially started.
Yes, I think so too.
We've known since the beginning of March, and we just found out literally yesterday. We found out yesterday that we made it into the finalists.
Yes, we're very excited.
So excited, so excited. But we just wanted to sit down and make a quick video and tell you guys about Love You, what it stands for, what we're planning on doing with that, and then also how you can help, because that's the biggest part. And there'll be some random special guests in this video that you'll see, and I hope that you will support us in the future. This is really exciting for us. Queer women-owned business, help support us, local business in Columbus, Ohio. Woo! Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. We're launching a business!
We are.
So hot, by the way.
So do you.
Thanks. So basically, we are a self-care company that is working to provide online community first and foremost, an online safe community to talk about self-care realness, to talk about self-love realness, mental health realness, and we're already doing that on my platform, on Love Kai, both on Instagram and YouTube, but we actually are going to be introducing a new Instagram. We'll talk about that later. And then on the other side, we want to do online self-care workshops, and these would be through a video conference software. They would cover anything from how to really hone in your self-care practice, talking about social media and how to be mentally healthy there. We could talk about body positivity, we can talk about body journey, sexual trauma, literally anything under the umbrella of self-care, mental health, self-love being obviously something that we talk about all the fucking time on this channel, and that's super exciting. And then we also are going to be holding events, and these events are going to be surrounding yoga, meditation. They can be outdoors. Usually we want them to be in person, and those will be paid as well. So those are the two kind of aspects of our business as of right now. We also plan to launch merch in the year of 2020, and not only in support of this channel and what we're doing here, but also in support of Love You and what we're doing there. Our dreams are coming true, and we just really appreciate any support we've been getting. It's fucking awesome. So first question is, how did we start?
It was a few months, about 6 or 7 months ago, I feel like, or was it longer?
February?
Yeah. I know Kylie was really struggling with her mental health regarding her job situation, and it was affecting all different aspects of her personal life because it was just so much for her. And one day, you were really frustrated, it was a bad night, and I just looked at you and I was like, well, what would you be doing if you didn't have any limitations on anything right now? What would it be? And she blurted out this concept.
I just blurted out, I just want to help people love themselves. I want to be able to help people learn how to love themselves. Then she was like, why don't you freaking do that? Do that.
What's stopping you?
And I was just like, we can do this. She's got a whole skill set in design as well. She has a whole skill set in design research specifically, which is marketing research.
And what I do with my job has to do a lot with business development and business strategy and things like that.
And that's the side, because I'm the visionary, I'm the person thinking oh, this is how I want to talk about the company, this is how I want to brand the company. So I have that marketing brain, I have that visionary brain, and then she has the business / execution side.
Yes.
So we were almost like a match made in heaven to start a business together. Not to mention that that's something we've literally talked about since we first met. It's oh, we should start a business together. So the fact that we're fucking doing this is,
I know, it's
crazy. And then one day I was in the car and I was like, I think I'm gonna quit my job in 2 weeks and we're just gonna start it. And she was like, okay, what is stopping you? And I was like, holy crap, you're right, I can do this. So, and we've never looked back.
Nope.
And why did we start? I had mental health issues back in 2019 that were, really impeding on my ability to feel worthy, feel my self-worth. When we had reconnected and kind of ended up back together, that was a time where we were both kind of hitting a rock bottom.
Yeah,
we were both struggling mentally. We were both struggling with our self-esteem. We kind of helped build each other back up.
We didn't realize that we had these problems until we reconnected, and we weren't able to identify what they were until we reconnected. So it was really, really, really critical for us to be able to depend on each other and go to each other to talk about things that we can't really talk about with other people.
We needed each other in order to get through that. So we know that other people need community and need other like-minded people who can build each other back up and work on each other's
Right.
self-confidence, self-esteem, self-love together.
Like, another thing with mental health too is usually when you have or struggling with something that is mental health related, you feel alone. And when you are surrounded by people who feel the same as you, it automatically just puts you in a better mindset because you realize you're not alone.
Creating that space for all of us to come together, women, men, non-binary people, trans people, all of us to come together, plus size people, people of different bodies, people of different races, like all come together and talk about real ass topics and connect with each other based on those topics. Being able to connect with someone based on sexual trauma, being able to connect with someone else who has PTSD or, you know, just any of those things, the connection is what's getting us through it. We need to all come together and just choose love and choose self-love. Start with a person in the mirror. So that's really why we wanted to start this. It was definitely inspired by our own stories, and then also inspired by the fact that we just want to help other people feel confident. So the reason that we're choosing to do online workshops and events to kind of kick this off is because we're really excited about sharing our vision, sharing our ideas, and then bringing in other professionals and experts from our local area, from Columbus, to be able to help us build this and be able to help us send this message and connect with people on all those different topics.
There's also the challenge of COVID hitting and not really changing things up. And then on top of that, we are limited on funds, so we needed to find the quickest and easiest and cheapest way to start building our concept out.
We're bootstrapping. We're just kind of working with what we've got right now. The vision for this business is much bigger than workshops and events. It's building a space for people to come to and try different self-care services. It's building a community of local resources that people can utilize in points where they need it. We are helping you get connected to those professionals, to those experts, and at a really affordable price that everybody can kind of participate on different levels.
Yeah.
So what does our social impact look like?
So what we want to do is host free events and workshops, going around to different communities, businesses, schools,
and start impacting the youth who are honestly the most affected by the issues with self-esteem and self-worth, and to be able to go and offer that for free to schools, colleges, middle schools, and then ideally also to people who just can't afford it. It's not within their budget, because we do think it's so critical to work on your self-worth and to work on your self-esteem, and we want to be able to offer that to as many people, like a wide base of people as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
What can you guys do to help?
Yes.
So we have a Love You Instagram. I'll put it on screen here and in the description. Please go follow us, like, comment, tell us, any of your ideas, any of your stories.
Yeah, we really, really, really want to hear from you guys. It's really important.
That's the number one thing is being able to hear your stories and connect with you guys. So go follow that to keep up to speed with how things are going with the rest of Sea Change, and to keep up with when we're launching our business. Send your information to that email if you would like to be a part of our test workshops and test events, because we need to basically create a proof of concept for our Sea Change cohort before we have our huge pitch.
Yes.
So we need people basically to be our guinea pigs. So if you want to be our guinea pigs for free, please send us your information to this email. That would be absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. So we have a couple callers calling in with some questions, and we'll go ahead and get on to that.
Yeah. Why would I need this? I don't have time for self-care. I'm too busy.
Great question. That totally makes sense. But that's one of the issues that we're actually trying to tackle with our business, is people who feel like they don't have enough time to take for themselves or time to care for themselves. You need time for yourself. You need to care for yourself. It's very, very important so that you can be healthy in your relationships, healthy in your job, feel good and feel positive. And I hope that if you join us and if you do support us, that will help you achieve that.
I think it's a matter of just making it a priority to put yourself first and make that time for yourself.
Oh my God, a cat. It's okay, we'll be right out.
Oh, it's
They can't wait.
I already self-care daily, so what benefits would this have for me?
So the benefit that this could have for you is to really help you sharpen those skills and also explore new options that you might not have known before.
Absolutely. Like me personally, I self-care regularly, but that doesn't mean that I couldn't, there's always room for improvement, right? You would be supporting our social change that we're creating. So I think there's a lot of benefits for you.
Yeah.
I'm a recent post-grad. I don't have a ton of spending money. Is this going to be affordable for someone like me?
For someone who's worried about affordability and stuff like that, I'm also offering a lot of guidance and content on my channels. The Love You Instagram's going to offer a lot of guidance, so I would follow those because I think that's going to help give you some free content and some free guidance. And then hopefully we can hold more free workshops and events in the future that you can also be a part of.
Yeah.
I really value supporting local business, especially with what just happened with COVID-19. So how do you guys help with that? So that's a really, really good question, and we are so proud to say that a big part and a big value, I would say, of our business is supporting other local businesses, especially women-owned, queer-owned businesses. The services and connections that we will be making, the resources that we will be utilizing, will be local businesses, local experts, local professionals, local self-employed workers. Like, we really want to support as many small businesses as humanly possible with what we do. So that's definitely something that by you participating, by you following, by you liking, and by you potentially purchasing our services in the future, you will be supporting local business. Not only our local business, but other local businesses.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that cat!
She's so excited.
So what does the social impact actually do for society?
So another great question. Our social impact, the impact that's going to be creating is going to be helping young women, especially, middle school, high school, and college, really learn their self-worth and respect themselves. And in return, that's going to help them beat mental health issues, challenge their, work environments to be better for them, to choose relationships that are healthy and will help them grow instead of toxic relationships, and just help them overall achieve better in life.
Exactly, and then not to mention they will be less likely to experience things like domestic violence, participate in eating disorders, or self-harm, or potentially even suicide. So this really does have a really big impact, especially for, like you said, like young girls.
Excuse me, why should I care about this hippy-dippy stuff?
So to that individual, I would say that maybe this isn't for you necessarily, but I would consider, why do you think it's hippy-dippy? I think that term is kind of a little old school thinking, and I would just challenge you to think outside of that. And I mean, I do believe in the universe. I do believe in astrology. I do believe that the universe has your best interest in mind, and I do believe in like manifestation and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that all of our events or all of our workshops are going to have to do with that. It will be predetermined what those workshops and what those events will be about. So you can kind of pick and choose to whatever works for you. And most importantly, we want this to be a judge-free zone. So if you're somebody who's going to come into this with a kind of a closed mind, we don't necessarily want you to participate. We only want people who are going to be respectful, open-minded, and really treat this as a safe space.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
I'm trying to think.
Okay. And on that note, I think we can wrap things up. Sarah, feel free to put, she really wants to wear this wig right now. Cute!
I like it. Okay, I'm happy now.
Alrighty guys, so thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it.
Please go subscribe, hit that like button.
And most importantly, go follow our Love You Instagram page. That would be super hugely helpful. The next couple weeks, I am going to be taking a quick break from YouTube just so we can really hone in and focus on our sea change pitch.
Yes.
And we're also moving.
There's a lot going on. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy. So I'm going to try to keep up with my IGTV videos to give you guys some content weekly. But the point is, we are launching a fucking business.
Yeah, finally. It's been our dream, and we're finally making it come true.
Thanks to you guys, and
Yes.
thanks to Sea Change.
Yes.
And we just want to thank Sea Change. They fucking rock. All right, guys.
All right.
We love you. 1, 2, 3.
Bye, my loves!
Mwah.